Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We are excited to bring you a brand new season, your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
Please verify signal clarity. Please verify signal clarity.
Quiet, we're on the air.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Good afternoon, Braves country. Welcome in. We won't keep you long here today. We're going to go ahead and dive right into what is at hand, what is on the docket for the series here with Toronto. Take a little peek ahead at the Friday series. And, of course, going forward, if anything big breaks, we'll do these more often. But to try to get right to it, we're going to go over the week at hand on these Braves country todays, but as we get closer to the trading deadline, there will be a lot more to talk about. So we're coming back home, and the Atlanta Braves are set to host the Toronto Blue Jays for 3 games, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all at 7:15. Then come the Pittsburgh Pirates a-calling. It is Friday night, 7:15. So the first 4 games of the week are 7:15 first pitch, 6:45 will come on the air. And then Saturday, it's a little different. It's a 4:10 first pitch. We'll jump on here at 3:30 and bring you live and into it at 4:10. And on Sunday, once again, we'll come on at 1:15, get you rolling by 1:35 for first pitch. And we come on for the much shorter pregame on Sundays just to give everybody a chance to get home from church or hang out with the fam or whatever's going on. We figure there's not a lot of people who are ready to hang out and shoot the bull before the first pitch, so that's why we give Sundays family day. It's the day that most people like to either spend with their family or go to whatever church that you may attend, or a little bit of both. Either way, that's why we lay it out this way. We go into this series, and it's Galspan's being pushed up to the Tuesday game tonight versus Elder. And what you can expect from Galspan is he is a pretty darn good pitcher. Braves country will remember Kevin Galspan, first of all. Kevin Galspan, Atlanta Braves had Kevin Galspan many a moon ago. Now he comes in here with a 4.3 on the year and the 3.13 ERA, but he is a guy that over the last few years has been a very steady force in that Toronto rotation. He, through 31 games, he is, first of all, he's gone to the post every year since 2021, at least 31 games. So he is a workhorse. He is a guy that was with Atlanta back in 2018, the tail end of 2018, and into 2019, he was with the Atlanta Braves. And he kind of fell off. Something happened with his mechanics, and he fell off, and the Braves gave up on him. He hit the free agent market and did pretty well for himself going into 2020, into 21 out in San Francisco, and kind of redefined his career, saved his career at that point. He posted a 3.62 and a 2.81 ERA, respectively, in those 2 seasons. The 3.62 was the bubble ship year, so you can take that for what it's worth. But 2021, he shoved. I mean, we're talking about a 2.81 ERA. 2022, 3.35. 2023, 3.16. 2024, 3.83, and last year, 3.59. He's at 3.13 now. He has been a steady pitcher across the board, and what you can expect is a guy that kind of reminds me of a poor man's Roy Halladay, where he has got a bunch of pitches that come at you diving in and diving out, and his whole thing is to make you either A, you're going to do a lot of swing and miss, or B, he's all about the light contact. And he's got 66 strikeouts and 69 innings this year. That's about par for the course. He doesn't quite average a strikeout an inning. Now, he did have the unbelievable year in 2023 where he went 185 innings and 237 strikeouts, but that's the outlier. Since then, it's been just under a strikeout an inning, but not off by much. So we're talking about 8 to 8.5 strikeouts per inning for the last 4 seasons. So this is a guy that's, look, it's going to be tough to score runs on him if he's on. If he is on, he's going to be tough to score on. Now, what has he done lately? I always say that I like to look at the last 4 outings from a pitcher because I think it's very indicative of what they're doing. Now, if you go all the way back at the 4th outing, May 11th, he got rocked. He got rocked at home against the Tampa Bay Rays, 4 2/3 innings, 6 earned. Since then, he has been very, very good. 6 innings on May 17th at Detroit. Now, I know that's a bad offense, but nonetheless, 6 innings, no earned, 5 strikeouts. The game after that, he's at home against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has their faults, but they can put some runs on the board, and it was in Toronto, and that is a hitter's park. And he goes 6 2/3 and 1 earned, 6 punchies. And then his last outing was at home against the Miami Marlins, and that was 5 innings, 5 strikeouts, 1 earned run. So he's been really good, all in all, top to bottom all season long. He did have a little couple of hiccups, and the hiccups that you can look at that people got to him the most, it was the Tampa game back on May 11th that we just talked about. And then if you go back into the month of April, he had an outing at Minnesota, 5 2/3 and 4 earned. And so you hope you get some kind of traction on Gausman, get him out of the game. The thing about Gausman is he's going to try to live off and down on the edges. He's going to use his bender. He's going to try to get you to swing and miss. You can get his pitch count up, and that's what we hope to do today. Get him out of the game and get into that Toronto bullpen. If you get to the very back end, they've been really good. But bridging to that part has been tough. And you look at where the Toronto Blue Jays are right now. The Toronto Blue Jays come into this game at they're 29-31. And, of course, the Braves are 40-20 above 500. Blue Jays have struggled a bit, but we know how good the Blue Jays were last year. They made it all the way to the World Series. They came within 2 outs of winning the whole damn thing. So this is not a series that anybody should take lightly. I'm old enough to remember just a few years ago, Toronto came in here and swept us in Atlanta, and it was a gut punch at the time. Now, I'm not expecting that, but the point is this is a very good team. This is a team that top to bottom has a lot of talent, and I don't think that you can come into this just because you're at home against the Toronto Blue Jays and just think all of a sudden that you are going to sweep the series away or it's going to be an easy series win. We're going to have to buckle down. We're going to have to get some good outings from Elder. Grant Holmes pitches tomorrow. Chris Sale. We've gotten so spoiled, we just expect Chris Sale to always be dominant. There's going to come a time throughout a season where Chris Sale's not going to have it. So the offense has got to put some runs up on the board. They have not announced a starter yet for Thursday, but as of right now, it's Elder versus Gausman tonight and then Corbin versus Holmes. And the main reason why they did that, and I would take it as an insult from Grant Holmes, is they flip-flopped to jump Gausman up because they didn't want Patrick Corbin going up against Bryce Elder. They felt like they had a huge advantage, that the Braves had a huge advantage there. So they liked their chances putting Corbin up against Grant Holmes. We have gotten to Patrick Corbin over the years. Patrick Corbin is an ex-Washington National. Patrick Corbin is a guy that, honestly, over the last few years, he hasn't been great. Now, last year was kind of an outlier for him. And that's the weird thing about the whole Patrick Corbin into 2026, going into the free agent market. He was one of those guys that the Braves and other teams were kicking the tires on a little bit. But it never ended up working out and bullet dodged. When Patrick Corbin signed his contract with the Washington Nationals, free agency, and this was right before they won the World Series. He was really good the year they won the World Series, though he did not start in the postseason. They used him as a swingman out of the pen. And then you go from, I always throw 2020 away because you can't go off of anybody's numbers. They only played 60 games. It wasn't a real season. But you jump to 2021, and he did show some regression in 2020. But you go to 2021. Remember, Corbin came from the Arizona Diamondbacks organization, was really good before he hit the free agent market. In 2021, the first full season after that World Championship in 2019, he was pitiful. 31 starts, 5.82 ERA. 2022, he was even worse, a 6.31 ERA in 31 starts. 2023, 2024, really bad, well north of 5 in both of those years. And then in 2025, he had peaks and valleys where he was a little bit more of that veteran presence in the Texas Ranger locker room, where you could go out every fifth or sixth day, and Patrick Corbin usually pitched a pretty good game. He ended up with his ERA just north of 4, but a lot of his outings were really good. I followed him quite a bit last year because I was surprised, because I used to always say the worst contract in baseball was Patrick Corbin at that time. I mean, he had signed a 5 or 6 year deal for like $140 million and didn't live up to any of it. And now he hit the free agent market against Toronto, and he's got his ERA down to 3.65. He had a kind of a slow start, but he is a guy that you can get to, and the Braves have normally hit Patrick Corbin. That's the key. Now, his last couple of starts, albeit it was against Baltimore and Pittsburgh, he's been really good. But the Yankees got to him. The Rays got to him. Rays got to him twice over in the month of May. He gave up 2 against Minnesota, not terrible, but he didn't go long against teams like Cleveland. I mean, these are offenses that are not elite, right? So this is a team, the Atlanta Braves, that can get to Patrick Corbin. I like our chances in Game 2. I love our chances in Game 3. What happens tonight? That's going to be the key to this series, I believe, because if you assume that we're going to win Thursday and you assume that we have a really good chance to win tomorrow because of our history against Patrick Corbin and the way Grant Holmes has been playing, and you hope to get good innings out of Elder tonight, so you'll have a well-rested bullpen if you have to go to Diddy or if you have to go wherever it may take you, Dylan Dodd, whatever. You can bridge it to the back and win Wednesday and Thursday. Tonight's going to be key because can Elder go that 6, go that 7 innings? And when you're consuming an 162-game season, remember something big picture. It's not always about whether or not you get the win. It's about how the team plays night in and night out and when you get good starts. The start from Elder tonight, if he goes 6 or 7, whether we win the game or not, it helps set you up for the rest of the homestand. If he gets knocked out early and you lose the game, it's a double whammy, and you start getting into the bullpen, then it starts looking thin at the back end of the week, et cetera, et cetera. So we're fully reset, and I know how Walt Weiss thinks. He gets aggressive, and if he has a chance to win the game tonight, he's going to do it. So all Bryce Elder has to do is keep us within range, and we get to the back end of that bullpen, and you're talking about the biggest key to this entire thing, the one guy out of that pen you don't really want to see stumbling out of there, is Louis Varland. Louis Varland has been damn near unhittable, and he is pretty much their closer. They've done kind of a closer by committee-ish, but they kind of lean on him more than anybody else, and that's going to be the key to this series, is keeping him. Let's hope we only see Louis Varland at the most one time in the next 3 days, because he is hard to hit. He brings, Louis Varland will test that radar gun. You'll see triple digits. And this year, he has a 0.29 ERA. Say it again, a 0.29 ERA in 31 innings. So you want to keep him out of the game, and if you see him, you hope you got the lead. At worst case scenario, it's tied. You don't want to be trying to come from behind against Louis Varland because nobody has been able to get to him. And when you see him pitch, you'll understand why. All right. We'll take the Braves to win this series, and like I said, tonight's game is very, very important. The other thing is going into the Pittsburgh series, as of right now, we're dodging a bullet. It doesn't look like – I'm a little disappointed because I'd like to see him pitch, but I'm glad the Braves are not set to face Paul Skeens. So unless rainouts get pushed back, et cetera, then we're not going to see Paul Skeens in the Pittsburgh series. We are going to see Ashcraft. He's really good. Bubba Chandler was one of the guys with the swing and miss that everybody was excited about, but on extension, he has not performed that well this year. And we're going to start off with Mitch Keller. That's going to be a little bit of a tricky series because you got Perez, you got Strider against Ashcraft. You got to give them the nod on Strider versus Ashcraft. Ashcraft has just been that good. Strider's been up and down. We do have the better offense in that series. Perez versus Keller, that's kind of a push. Elder versus Chandler, I give the Braves the nod on that one. But as we get later in this series in the week, you're going to start seeing it unfold, and the one thing that you can lean on is we have a day off on Monday. So you're just doing a 6-game series, so your bullpen doesn't get quite as taxed. Speaking of bullpen, they went ahead and they recalled Cookie Carrasco. He did make it back through waivers, and they have recalled him. So likely we're going to be doing this dance all year long. When they burn him, they're going to use, if they use him for more than an inning, he's going to get DFA'd, and you hope he comes back to us. I think eventually there's going to come a point where Cookie Carrasco does not make it back to us, but he has 2 times through. I mean, the guy's gone out. Now, granted, he's only thrown 7 innings, but he's also got a 2.45 ERA and a .82 whip, so he's keeping guys off the base paths, and he's good to have in the back of that bullpen. The problem is you can't have a lot of guys back there that don't have swing and miss stuff all year long. Now, big news. If you saw the post, as we start to get you ready here for play-by-play, I'm going to do this quickly. Hurston Waldrop fired 2 shutout innings on Monday night. Looked really good. So he began his rehab assignment down in the FCL, and so that, now realize something, that league's down in Florida, and it's not like a typical minor league system league. So I don't know who he was going against, but it's not the cream of the crop, right? Now, he goes 2 innings. If you map it out, the hope is and the belief is that he'll be ready at the end of his 30-day window for rehab assignment for a pitcher. And so that takes us basically to the 4th of July weekend, somewhere in that neighborhood, maybe a little bit before that. And he does have options, so they don't have to send him straight down or straight up, but I do believe he's in line to get that starting position when he is ready to roll, assuming he looks as good as he did last year. Now, that's a high bar. He set a really high bar. If Hurston Waldrop is doing the types of things he was doing last year, this is like getting a big trade, because we've done as well as we've done, and that's with Grant Holmes and Martin Perez on the back end of our rotation. And there are some nights where Martin Perez looked pretty good. There's also some nights where Grant Holmes has looked outstanding, but the consistency hasn't been there. What you can do, and this is where the conversation of bye-bye Cookie Carrasco, what you can do is you can put one of them in the bullpen and one of them start and have them piggyback each other. So we're talking about either Grant Holmes get the start, which is more likely, and then once he goes to the rotation twice, which is usually where he kind of peters out, then you can piggyback it with Martin Perez and Hurston Waldrop getting the other starting rotation slot. Now, on nights where Grant Holmes is rolling, you're going to leave him in. There may be nights that you have to go get Hurston Waldrop because he struggles. But a veteran like Martin Perez has been invaluable, and I don't see him going anywhere. I would be shocked. The only way he gets moved is if they end up with some kind of a trade package, and he's got to be a part of it because the team who's getting him wants him to start every day, right? So that's kind of what we're looking at here with the Atlanta Braves going into this week, Blue Jays and Pirates, which you really look at it from just a 30,000-foot view. Your typical Braves fan wants to win 5 of 6, 4 of 6, somewhere in that neighborhood, right? But this is Major League Baseball. This isn't college sports, right? You don't have this isn't SEC football. It's a totally different situation. People get lost, and I see it all the time when we're doing the broadcast, and you'll see people just come in and they overreact. And you can always smell the college sports fan on a ticked off baseball fan. We ought to be winning. We shouldn't be losing. This is ridiculous, because they don't understand how baseball works. They're also not here for these pregame shows because they're what we call casuals, right? And some of them are diehard casuals, but they're casuals. They think they know the game, but they don't. When you get into these series, these are important series, and they don't look important, but these are important series. You need to keep the momentum and keep winning, especially at home, and especially against teams that you think you're better than. And in the short sample size of a season, we have been better than. So 4 of 6 to me is the, I'm not going to say bare minimum. That is what I would accept winning both series 2 out of 3 games, and I could be happy with the week. I would love to see 5 out of 6, and I mean a 6-game winning streak, forget about it. But this is Major League Baseball, and momentum is today's starting pitcher. Here's hoping that Bryce Elder and the boys have it today, tomorrow, and the rest of the week.
You're in Braves country.
I state your name.
I state your name.
Do hereby pledge allegiance to the
Armchair.
with liberty for all.
You're in Braves country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention now to the area in front of the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch.
You can't drink like me, you can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
What the hell's going on out here? Well, scared because his eyelids are jammed in his old man's hair. We need a live rooster to take the curse off Jose's glove, and nobody seems to know what to get Millie for their wedding present. We're dealing with a lot of
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win. And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes, and the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
ground ball stabbed by Folk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series. A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry,
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a-ding-dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America you get in a ballpark. And it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
people will come.
become caresses they can't even fathom. Not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children longing for the past. Sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baselines. That when they were children, cheered their heroes. It'll be as if they'd dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick, they'll have to brush them away from their faces. People will come. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. Been erased like a blackboard. Rebuilt and erased again. Baseball to mark the time. This field.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red ailerons bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball! Good seats, hey, buddy? He missed the tag! He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys. Pour you a cold one. It's time for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live, and the scene is Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia. We're set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play, the classic call, Braves Country Baseball. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside for what should be a great game here on the Diamond. As we take you out to the old ballpark, kick up your feet, let's take a journey back to the golden age of radio baseball. We'll do our best to paint the picture as the game goes along. Roll call is on the way. It's time to join the country club, join in the fun. It's time to chop along. Go ahead and put your game face on. Here are the starting lineups for today's action. Leading off for the Toronto Blue Jays, the designated hitter, George Springer, 5 home runs, 14 RBI, 3 stolen bases, batting .212. Nathan Lukes, batting second. Left fielder, batting .301 on the year, 73 at-bats, no home runs, 9 RBIs. Batting third, playing first, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 3 home runs, batting .298 on the year. Dalton Varsho is in center field and batting cleanup. 5 home runs, batting .260, 16 RBI. Ernie Clement batting 5th, playing 2nd. 5 home runs, 22 RBI. And batting 6th in right field, it's Pinango. 3 home runs, 16 RBI, batting .294. Okamoto is at 3rd and batting 7th. 12 home runs, batting .214, 33 RBI. Jimenez is batting 8th and playing short. 6 home runs, 28 RBI, 6 stolen bases, batting .216. Valenzuela is behind the plate, .235 average, 4 home runs. On the mound for the Toronto Blue Jays, it's Kevin Gausman. 4-3 with a 3.13 ERA and a 1.09 WHIP. 69 innings, 66 strikeouts, 6 home runs given up. He'll be going head-to-head with Bryce Elder. Respect your Elder with a 2.50 ERA and a 1.08 WHIP. 72 innings, 61 strikeouts, 56 hits allowed, 22 walks, 5 home runs served. Backing up Bryce Elder in the field and in the bottom of the first inning, leading off in playing right field, it's Ronald Acuna Jr. 7 home runs, 21 RBI, 12 stolen bases, batting .253. Batting second, patrolling center field for your Atlanta Braves, it's Michael Harris II. 13 home runs, 36 RBI, 3 stolen bases, batting .307. Matt Olson, batting 3rd, playing 1st. 16 home runs, 45 RBI, 1 stolen base, batting .261. Ozzie Albies, batting cleanup and playing 2nd. 9 home runs, 29 RBI, a .274 average. Dominic Smith, the designated hitter, 5 home runs with a .325 clip. Austin Riley, batting 6th, playing 3rd. 8 home runs and a .209 average. Michael Yastrzemski, the Yaz, is batting 7th and playing left. 3 home runs, batting .250, 17 RBI. And Jorge Mateo is batting 8th, playing short. .316 average with 4 home runs, 11 RBI, 7 stolen bases. Behind the plate, batting 9th, it's Sandy Leon. He's 2 for 25 on the year. Calling balls and strikes behind the plate tonight, it's Mark Wegner. Your first base umpire is Bruce Dreckman. Second base will be manned by Carlos Torres, and down the third base line, it's Jacob Metz. Game time temperatures here at Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia, about 75 degrees, dipping down into the lower 70s, high 60s by the end of the game. The wind's blowing out to right at about 11 miles an hour. Atlanta Braves are minus 112 on the money line, Toronto plus 104. Your over-under is 7.5. Our pick to click for your Atlanta Braves. Well, we went around here a few times looking at these numbers. Austin Riley's got great numbers. He's really the only one with outstanding numbers against Gausman. But, man, has he been swinging the bat poorly. So we're going to go with Money Mike. He's only 1 for 6 lifetime against Gausman, but I feel like this is a much better, more improved Michael Harris. So we'll take the Atlanta Braves to win this one 6-2 on the back of Bryce Elder and the Braves bats.
Keep playing like this, will be the laughing stock of the league.
All right, boys, let's get back to basics. This is a baseball. The object of the game is to keep the baseball within the confines of
Braves country.
Well, it's about that time. Grab you a cold one. Find you an armchair. Atlanta Braves baseball right here on Braves Country Radio. Your modern-day superstation bringing you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves and our one-of-a-kind production. Take us anywhere you go for over 300 play-by-play games right here on the BCR. Please like and subscribe today. Don't forget to hype the videos. It helps the smaller stations to bring folks in. so we can all root this great game on together. Join the country club today, and a special thanks to all the members in the country club. You help support the BCR.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back. Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
You're in Braves country.
Good evening, everybody. Ladies and gents, guys and dolls. See Bobby B and Velvet Winkler in the house tonight. I beg your pardon, we didn't promise you a rosemary garden. Good to see you. What you talking about, Willis? JC in the house. D. Carroll. JoJo. Scotty B. Bobby B. You're the coach for me. Garrett. Braves are wearing their white top to bottom. Braves across the chest in red outlined in navy. Same thing with the tomahawk underneath striped in gold. Same with the numerals on the back. The names are in navy. Navy ball cap, red bill, and the white A representing the great city of Atlanta, Georgia, home of your Atlanta Braves since 1966. Toronto Blue Jays are wearing their road blues top to bottom, one of the sharper road jerseys in all of sports, and the Blue Jay logo on the front of the bill. So who else do we have? Mark Ricky Ricardo, Lucy, he's home. As soon as the 3D kicks in, we'll kick it in for you. Bryce Elders firing his final warm-up tosses. See Snookman and everybody loves Raymond. Rich 22. Pete is in here. Pete, I didn't see your email till yesterday. I don't check emails very often, so if it's not on X, I don't tend to see it. Butters, good to see you. We're just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. First pitch on the way. Yes, sir! It is baseball time in Braves country, and the first pitch is grounded out over towards short. It's going to be a 6-3 put out, and there's one away. 3D's starting to kick in, so we'll go ahead and bring it in and lift the curtain. Here we go. So 1 up, 1 down. Righty-lefty matchup. Luke's the batter. Nathan Lukes takes the first pitch high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Batting .301 on the year. 1-0 pitch. Fastball just misses outside the zone. 2-0. The 2-0 count. Pitch on the way. Right there for a strike, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Elder working really fast like he's been doing all year long. The pitch on the way, swing, pops it up. High in the sky. Riley and Mateo giving chase, and Riley will make the catch in foul territory, and there's quickly 2 down. Left to right across the outfield for your Atlanta Braves. You've got the Yaz, Harris, and Acuna. Around the horn, third to first, Riley, Mateo, Ozzie, and Olsen. Sandy Leone's behind the plate, and of course, it's Bryce Elder on the hill. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. standing in, righty-righty matchup. First pitch swinging, chopper over to short. Mateo backhands it, flips it, and that'll be it. 6 pitches and 3 outs. Doesn't get any better than that. We'll be back in a flash here on the BCR Radio Network. Braves grab the sticks when we return. Where do you come from? Where do you hail from?
You're in Braves country.
It's always great to hear where everybody's listening here in Braves country. Gary the Real McCoy, good to see you. Scotty B. We kind of going out of roll call and into where do you hail from? Pushing buttons. Space Monkey. Let me update my... Here we go. Walthall, Georgia. North Carolina. Death Valley. I didn't know there was a Death Valley, Georgia. Columbia, South Carolina. Kiana, Alaska. Not the land of the midnight sun. Ugh, that sounds terrible. Thompson, Georgia. Adairsville, Georgia. I'm kidding. I've always wanted to go to Alaska. Maybe one day. I'd like to go on one of those cruises up there. Coming to the plate is Ron Acuna Jr. as he is looking to continue his home run streak. First pitch on the way is a slider right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Indian Mound, Tennessee. Dalton, Cincinnati. Gaussman kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Looked like the splitter. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. In the dirt, try to get him to chase the bender. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Gaussman kicks and fires down below the knees. 2-2. They're going to challenge this. They believe that ball was in the zone. It's very close. It looked low, but it's extremely close. And it will not take, so the call is upheld, and they'll lose one of their ABS challenges.
Wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
So a 2-2 to Acuna. Gets some fires inside. Busts him back a bit. Splitter misses. And it's a full count. So a full count to Acuna. You know, one of the things that's really gotten him going is the payoff pitches in the dirt, ball 4. He'll head on down to first. You notice with Acuna, as he's starting to come out of this slump, he's walking more. He's being more selective with his pitches, and we saw it again there. If you remember earlier in his career, he would try to swing his way out of a slump, and he hasn't been great on his ABS challenges, but all in all, his pitch eye has gotten much better. Michael Harris II, the batter, takes the first pitch down and in. It's 1-0. 1-0. Continue to put the hometowns on the screen as I scroll by, trying to do 3 things at once. Chattanooga. Spent a year there one night. The 1-0 pitch. Down and in. 2-0. Not much news on Schwelly so far, Mark. He just started getting going, so he's quite a ways behind where Waldrop is. Best case scenario, late July, the 2-0. Right there for a strike, 2-1. So a 2-1 count. Good to see you, John. Assuming Pete is in here. If not, just relay that to her. She sent me an email. I guess it was about 10 to 14 days ago. I didn't see it. I was wondering what she was talking about in the chat the other day. Now it all makes sense. The 2-1 count to Harris. Kicks and fires. Right there at the knees, 2-2. Fastball crossed him up. They were sitting up on the outside. went in and got the strike anyways. Ashley, good to see you. Well, hello. The 2-2 pitch is in the dirt, and it is a full count now. Thing about Gausman and all these guys, especially the ones that have, he's a kitchen sinker. We'll go over his pitches in a bit, but normally if you can get to him, it's early because he's got so many pitches that he throws. The payoff pitch, swing, rips it into center field, going back on the track. That ball's going to get over the head of the center fielder, Varsho. That ball's got eyes. Here comes Acuna. He's rounding second, rounding third, heading for home, and it's an RBI double for Money Mike, baby. Let's go. All right.
This is not watered down.
What they know about that?
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle-dazzle.
1-0 your score, RBI double for Michael Harris. That click-clacked, so we can wipe that off the board. And Matt Olson standing in. Righty-lefty matchup, still nobody out. First pitch, P at the knees, it's 0-1. The 0-1, Braves lead it 1-0. Some fires below the knees. Ooh, and Olson's going to challenge one. Good for Olson. This one does look below the zone. We'll see what the ABS says. And it does miss, or it missed the zone. Riley Olson was right. What I was trying to say. A little rust after the day off. Gausman looks back, the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. It's 1-2. So a 1-2 count. Runner at second base, nobody out. Olson steps out of the box for a second. Gausman comes set, turns and kicks, down and in, and it's 2-2. Good take by Olson. What you'll get out of Gausman these days, and he's tightened it up a little bit. He used to be a guy that was a kitchen sinker across the board. He used to throw the changeup, sinker, and sweeper quite a bit. Very little anymore. Now he's a 3-pitch pitcher, the 1-0. Swing, rolls it over towards second. It'll be a 6-3 put out to the right side of the bag, and there's one away. But on the play, it was a productive out as Olson gets Harris over to third with just one out. Nowadays with Gausman, it's a 53% four-seamer, 39% splitter, and the slider at about 8%. He has not thrown the other 3 pitches that I mentioned in about 4 to 5 outings. Righty-lefty matchup, Ozzie Albies the batter, takes the pitch down and away. 1-0. Ozzie Albies standing in, batting .274 on the year. 9 home runs. 29 RBI. The 1-0. Outside wide, ball 2-0. Left to right in the outfield for the Blue Jays, it's Lukes, Varsho, and Pinago. Around the horn. Third to first is the infield drawn in on the 2-0 pitch. Swing, pops it up. High and deep into right center field. Making the catch is Varsho, and he's got no chance of getting Michael Harris. And that's going to be an RBI sac fly for Ozzie Albies.
I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz, and nobody beats me.
Round the horn, third to first, 2-0 your score. It's Okamoto, Jimenez, Ernie Clement, and Vladdy. Is the first pitch to Dominic Smith, smacks the outer edge. It's 0-1. Valenzuela's behind the plate, and of course Gaussman is on the bump. The 0-1 count. Brings it. P at the knees, and it's 0-2. Braves 2, Blue Jays nothing. Just getting going here in the bottom of the first inning. The 0-2 count. Those of y'all might have missed the pregame show. Cookie Carrasco has been recalled, so he's back up tonight, the 0-2. Down and away, 1-2. Waldrop, Hurston Waldrop made his first rehab start last night, 2 innings, down in the Florida Coastal League. They're expecting him to be back sometime late June, early July. The 1-2. Check swing. Did he go around? He did, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. But not before your Atlanta Braves put 2 on the board. 2-0. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country.
Excuse me. Aren't you forgetting something?
Like what?
Aren't you going to say have a nice day?
No. I don't care if you have a pulse, much less a nice day.
Make a black person mad.
Watch this.
I'm going to get my Northern Irish girlfriend to say this. Mayor, mare, mirror, mer.
Mare.
Does anybody on here do voodoo? I got a I won't turn into a possum tonight.
Imagine not being able to go shopping with your wife all day next Sunday because your favorite team's in the playoffs. That's crazy. That's imagine that. Imagine just sitting on the couch watching TV, watching football. There's a lot of leaves in the yard. The driveway's dirty.
After the triumph of 1982, the Cardinals fell back to earth, with the club strained by off-the-field issues that had started to define the makeup of the team.
Herzog can feel the team crumbling from the drug situation hitting baseball.
It was crazy at that time. Not only was we having some problems on our club, everybody else was. And, how many games did we lose because of drugs?
Whitey had to trade Hernandez, I think, in large part because of that. And, he lost a great player for a long time, but he was forced to trade him.
I think it was a move that it took us a year or so to adjust to, life without Keith. But as things panned out, I guess the rat knew what he was doing.
Bryce Elder will go back to work here. The 2-0 lead. First pitch to Dalton Varsho is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Braves 2, Toronto nothing. Top of the second inning, the 0-1. Misses high, 1-1. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires. Swing, pops it up. Should be a can of corn in the middle of the infield. Who wants it? Sandy Leon will make the catch in foul territory, and there's quickly one away. San Diego leads the Philadelphia Phillies 2-0 early on in that one. They're in Philadelphia. Mets and Mariners, that's not till late tonight in Seattle, 9:40 first pitch. And the Marlins and Nationals in a National League East showdown, they are scoreless in the third. We'll do the full out-of-town scoreboard here in a little bit. Righty-righty matchup, first pitch right there. Smacks the upper edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Turns and fires. Swing and a miss. Swiping at that one. Strike 3. And there's 2 down. Bryce Elder, his first strikeout of the night. First chance for you to use the respect your elder emoji. And Pinago, left-handed bat, comes to the plate. First pitch swinging, rolls it through the infield, and that's going to get through for a base hit. So the no-hitter and perfect game are broken up, and it's a single for Pinago with 2 outs here in the second inning. Bringing Okamoto to the plate. Free agent signing by the Blue Jays in the offseason. First year in the bigs. Okamoto standing in with 12 home runs. Just over the Mendoza line, so that's why he's batting 7th, but he is leading the lineup tonight with 12 home runs. Righty-righty matchup, first pitch, P at the knees. It's 0-1. He's technically below the Mendoza line. Mendoza's lifetime average was 215. He's batting 214. The 0-1 pitch just smacks the black and does not get the call. Sandy Leon wants to challenge this. He has not been great on these. Hopefully he gets this one right. And he does. So good job by Sandy. And the Braves will keep their challenges. The Braves still with 2. Toronto with 1. The 0-2 pitch. Tried to give him a chase the bender out and away. Slider misses. 1-2. Kazuma Okamoto. 33% strikeout rate. Second highest in the American League. 1-2. Just got a piece of that one. Man, that is whiffing. That is a high strikeout rate. The 1-2. Pops it back foul. Out of play. We'll do it again. So almost once every 3 times this dude's striking out. One, 2 count. Just misses. 2-2. The 2-2. Elder brings it high and out of the zone, and it's a full count now. So a guy who's darn near impossible to walk has run this full. The payoff pitch. Swing, blasted. High and deep. Into right field, going back on the track, and she's just going to get over the wall. And Bryce Elder has coughed up a 2-run home run and the lead. And it's 2-2, so just like that, the lead is gone. Okamoto with his 13th home run of the year. And his struggles continue. That'll raise Elder's ERA to 2.69 now. Remember, it was below 2 after right before his last start. First pitch to Jimenez, right there for a ball. It's 1-0. Righty lefty, the 1-0 swing lifts that one high and deep. Going back on the track, making the catch at the wall on the run is Michael Harris the second. 75% of this world is covered by water. The rest by Michael the Hawk Harris. We'll be back in a flash in a tie ball game here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Afternoon, everybody.
What a day. I use a drink. Nothing like a cold one after a long day, huh?
So, how much do you drink?
I think I'm good for about 10 or 12.
10 or 12 a week? That's not bad.
About a week.
You drink 10 or 12 beers a day?
You counting beers too?
How reckless of me. I made you all wet.
Yes, but my martini's still dry.
She turned out to be a part-time model and a full-time pickpocket.
Oh, yeah. I've been known to drink a beer or two. But then again, I've been known to do a lot of things.
You drinking anymore?
Oh, me? No, I quit drinking,
You
dude.
never gonna drink again? You wanna stop at the bar by the Chinese restaurant? Just get a quick shot, me and you, and then we'll go? Yeah, the bar they got in the back.
The Chinese bar? Okay. What's shaking?
All 4 cheeks and a couple of chins.
I thought you said they didn't have alcohol.
Run back to your mix master. Cook up a few more of these.
Cigarette?
No, I never touch them.
Yeah. I suck them down like Coca-Cola.
I expose people to magic. I expose them to something they're never otherwise going to see in their boring, normal lives. And I gave that to them. I may forget about them tomorrow, but they'll live with that memory for the rest of their lives. And that's a gift, man.
One of the women said that she was afraid she might OD.
I thought that was a limit drop. I didn't think it was tequila.
What's that got to do with me?
You and me are gonna have a small talk later on.
I'll be busy thinking of things to say.
Doesn't your wife ever complain that you never spend any time with her?
Would you?
Could you keep it down to a low roar? Some of us have to work.
Put that money down, pal.
Yeah, I'll be ready.
There goes the 2 weeks at camp. I promised the kids this summer.
My birthday, give me a beer, stick a candle in it, and I'll blow out my liver.
Here's to feeling good all the time.
Perfect. Cheers.
Cheers.
This crowd back into it now.
Welcome back. 2-2 your score. First pitch is just off the plate, called for a strike to Austin Riley. It's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. The 0-1 from Gaussman. Swing. Chase one down below the knees. It's 0-2. Two runs, 2 hits, no errors for Toronto. 2-1-0 for Atlanta. Is the 0-2 outside wide, 1-2. 1-2 count. Riley batting .208 on the year. Caught looking, strike 3, punches him out on the outer track, and there's one away. So Riley continues. I still don't understand him batting as high as he does in the order until he comes out of it. And I don't think that he's not ever going to come out of it, but he's batting behind Dominic Smith in front of Mateo. Makes no sense. Righty-lefty matchup. The Yaz, the batter, the swing. That ball's going to get down where the green grass grows. Scalded into center field. Here comes the Yaz flying around first. He's headed for second. And it's a 1-out double. Yes, baby.
Put everything on it. Don't hold back anything.
Yabba, dabba, go.
Yahoo! Yahoo! Ripping and gripping on a Tuesday night. The Yaz continues to hit. I don't know if they're worried about hurting his feelings or something, but first pitch swinging by Jorge Mateo. It's 0-1. Looks like this has jumped ahead of it again. We'll get it cleaned up. The 0-1. Turns and kicks. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. So an 0-2 count, runner at second. 1 out. On deck is Sandy Leone. The 0-2, outside wide. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Brings it. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him. Strike 3. 95 miles an hour. And there's 2 down. Runner in scoring position, but Sandy Leone, who's batting just .080, 2 for 25 on the year, coming to the plate. Feels like you need a small miracle to get a base hit here. Nothing else, you are going to clear the 9-hitter. Righty-lefty matchup. Maybe he can punch one somewhere. First pitch, down below the knees. It's 1-0. 1-0 count. Man, an OPS of 160. It's not good. The 1-0. Swing, pops it up, can of corn. That'll end the inning. Who wants it? F6 on your scorecard. Jimenez, and that'll end it. We go to the top of the third, all knotted up at 2 here in Braves country.
What happened to TV shows with 20 episodes a year? Like, why am I waiting 3 years for 6 mediocre episodes? Those 20-episode shows used to be bangers, too. Now I got a grown-ass man telling me that he's 16-year-old Will Byers.
You gotta put. Hold on, say that again. When you making Kool-Aid and you got the 4-pound bag of sugar, you put 2 pounds in there per pitcher of Kool-Aid. I put 2 pounds in the first one. I got 2 pounds in the second. That's insane. Not really. That's wild as. I'm doing it my whole life. No comment, cause that probably slapped.
Went to Superstore yesterday. Some guy threw a bottle of mayonnaise at me. I was like, what the hell, man?
The Redbirds looked ready to take flight again in 1985. The arrival of Jack Clark offered a much-needed thump to the lineup.
I'll tell you, he can flat turn around a fastball. He can turn around a lot of pitches.
The acquisition of John Tudor made the rotation one of the league's best.
Swing and a miss, and in a row.
And maybe the most important addition was a rookie who wasn't even supposed to be on the roster.
In early April, Willie McGee gets injured, so there's a big hole in the outfield. But that's when Vince Coleman comes calling.
When Vince came up, I knew Vince was going to stick. I played with Vince. Vince and I started together in rookie ball. So when they said he was coming up, people started asking me, is this kid really this good? I said, well, believe me, he can fly. He doesn't run, he flies.
There goes the runner. They pitch out the throw. Safe at second base.
Coleman would steal 110 bases, a major league rookie record, and his approach was contagious, as it seemed like every Cardinal runner had the green light.
This was the real whitey ball here. A team that stole 200 bases before, now is stealing 300 bases.
Welcome back. Bryce Elder goes back to work. 2-2 your score. Braves scored 2 quick runs in the first inning. It was answered by Toronto with a 2-run home run in the top of the second. That's where we stand. The first pitch is a strike upstairs. Top shelf tequila. It's 0-1. Brandon Valenzuela. 4 home runs on the year. The 0-1 misses high. 1-1. Appreciate y'all spending your Tuesday night here in Braves country. The 1-1 pitch, swing, chops it foul. 1-2. I'll never understand the people that complain about baseball season being too long, because I didn't know what to do with myself yesterday. I'm like, man, where's the game? It feels like a much longer break than just 24 hours when the Braves are off. It's the strangest thing. The 1-2 count. Down and in, 2-2. I haven't looked at the schedule, combed through it, but those weeks where sometimes you get only 5 games in a week, those are brutal. You'll have like an off day on Monday and Thursday, the 2-2. Check swing, did he go around? He did, strike 3. So Bryce Elder rings up his second strikeout of the night. And that'll flip the lineup back over to George Springer coming to the plate. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way is upstairs. For a strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1 inside. 1-1. 1-1 count. It didn't get that desperate to watch Night Court. The 1-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not. 2-1. So a 2-1 count. Yeah, that's not going to happen, Tom. They'd lose too much money on that. George Springer 0 for 1 on the day. Sounds nice, but it's not logical. The 2-1 pitch, check swing, went around 2-2. Springer grounded out to short his first time up. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's 2 down. Yeah, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has only hit 3 home runs this year, but if you look at his numbers from last year, he really wasn't a home run hitter. He got hot in the postseason, but before that, not what you consider. When you consider the fact that they gave the man $500 million, he has not been that kind of home run hitter. Righty-lefty matchup, Nathan Lukes takes the pitch right there on the outer edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Brings it, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. In his whole career, he's pretty much been a line drive hitter. It's not what you think of when you think of Vladdy, probably because he's been on the cover of MLB The Show, and you think of him from, is the 0-2 misses high, 1-2. 2021, he blasted 48 home runs, but he's been nowhere near that number any other time in his career. Outside of that, 30's about it. The 1-2. Bangs it foul. Do it again. Last year, 23 home runs. And once again, it's not terrible, but it's not $500 million. You pay a guy $500 million, you're expecting low mark 35-40. The 1-2 pitch, swing, rolls it over to Olsen. He'll grab it, step on the bag, and that'll end the inning. Braves will grab the sticks. We go to the bottom of third here in Braves country. On this date, 1920, Babe Ruth, acquired from the Red Sox in the offseason, bats cleanup in the New York Yankees lineup and wins, giving up 4 runs when he tosses 4 innings as the starter in the team's 14-7 victory over the Washington Senators at the Polo Grounds. During his 15 seasons with New York, the Sultan of SWAT will take the mound just 5 times, including a complete game victory in 1933. He will compile a 94-46 win-loss record and a 2.28 ERA in 163 mound appearances. On this date, 1923, the New York Giants pound the Philadelphia Phillies 22-8 in Philadelphia's Baker Bowl. The Philadelphia contest marks the first time a team has scored in every inning of a game in the 20th century. And on this date, 1975, California right-hander Nolan Ryan 100th career victory is a memorable one when he no-hits the Baltimore Orioles at Anaheim Stadium 1-0. The Angels fireballer ties Sandy Koufax's big league mark, notching his 4th career no-hitter at the time, when he fans Bobby Grinch looking for his 9th strikeout of the game. And that's your Braves Country Radio on this date in baseball history. Find us on YouTube and Facebook today. Two to 2 your score across the board. Both teams 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. Ronald Acuna Jr. will lead us off back to the top of the order. So if nothing else, that double by the Yaz got us back to the top of the order. Start the inning. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch inside. It's 1-0. Acuna, who walked his first time up, came around to score. The 1-0 pitch, swing, chopper, over to short. Jimenez scoops it, flips it, 1 down. 6-3 on your scorecard if you're following along at home. One up, one down. Michael Harris the second, the batter. He doubled to center to bring home Acuna his first time up. Michael batting .311 on the year. 13 home runs, 37 RBI, and an OPS of .878. First pitch on the way, outside wide. It's 1-0. Really looks like he's starting to come into his own at just 25 years old. The Braves have him locked up for several more years. The 1-0 pitch. Swing, whistles it backwards. Got a piece of the catcher's glove and then bounces off home plate umpire Mark Wegner. It's 1-1. 1-1 count. Gausman comes set. Turns and kicks. Swing. Pops it up. Very shallow center field. Jimenez with the catch again, and he has recorded the first 2 outs of the inning. It's 2-2 in Philadelphia now, Padres and Phillies. You'd think the Padres would be pretty motivated. Remember, Philadelphia went out there and swept them in their home building last week. Phillies, in turn, dropped 2 of 3 to the Dodgers in Dodger Stadium. Matt Olson, the batter, first pitch swinging and fouls it back. It's 0-1. Maybe that'll end some of the nonsense talk that I heard last week. 2 different outlets talking about how that was a preview of the NLCS because the Phillies were the biggest threat to the Dodgers in the National League. I'm like, you mean the team that's 9.5 back? First pitch is off of that 0-1 is inside. Just misses the mark, 1-1. I didn't hear anybody pushing back in those 2 conversations, too, about Atlanta. The 1-1. Down and away, 2-1. It's almost like it's a foregone conclusion. They believe this is a fluke that the Braves are leading the division. 2-1 count. Gausman comes set. Just below the knees, 3-1. That's Gausman's 44th pitch of the night. That's good to hear, Willis. Good to see you in the chat. The 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Chase the slider down and in. It's a full count. Good to see you, Big Truck. Olsen is tall. He's see what they technically have him listed at. He's tall. 6'4". For the longest time, he was 6'5", 6'6". The 3-2 pitch. Swing! And he'll hammer it down the left field line. That ball's going to bounce around. Here comes Olsen heading towards second, and it's a 2-out double for the Ice House. Good piece of hitting there by Matt Olsen.
This is not watered down. This is Ice House.
Ice House.
Smooth as it gets.
105 miles an hour off the bat of Olsen. Smoked it down the third base line. It was whistling and sizzling, smacked off the wall that jets out there just before you get into deep left field. And that allowed Olsen to make it all the way to second base. Ozzie Albies the batter. Swing, chops it off his instep. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Good to see Iron. The 0-1 count. Righty-lefty matchup. Kicks and fires. Swing, gulfs it into the stands over the third base dugout. It's 0-2. I was wondering where you are. I knew you're normally off on Tuesdays. I think that's right. The 0-2 count. Turns and kicks, swing, hits it through the middle, and that ball's going to get through for a base hit. Here comes Olsen, chugging. He'll score, and your Atlanta Braves take the lead back. It is 3-2. Ozzie Albies coming through with another RBI, his second of the night.
I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz, and nobody beats me.
Good piece of hitting there for Ozzie. They were playing him to pull in the infield, and he just kind of smacked it to the left side. Huge hole over there and took advantage. Dominic Smith, the batter, first pitch swing, fouls it away. It's 0-1. The Dominator batting .323 on the year. Struck out his first time up. Braves 3, Jays 2, bottom of the third. The 0-1. Brings it inside. 1-1. So a 1-1 count. 3-2 your score. Still 2-2 in Philadelphia in the fifth. The 1-1 pitch. Swing. Chopper out in front of the plate going down the third base line, but it'll roll foul, and it's 1-2. Your out-of-town scoreboard. Looks like this. The Padres and Phillies 2-2 in the fifth. They're in Tampa, and the Tigers are all over the Rays 5-0. Marlins and Nats 2-0 Miami in the fifth. They're in Fenway, and the Orioles lead the Red Sox 4-1 in the fifth. They're going to flip it over to first, keep Ozzie close back by, but he's back in plenty of time. Guardians and Yankees 2-1 New York in the fourth. We'll have game 3 of that series on Thursday, part of our double dip. Doubleheader there starts at 1:35 Eastern. The 1-2. Swing, pops it up. High into center field. F8 in your scorecard, and that'll end the inning. But not before the Atlanta Braves take the lead back. Ozzie coming through, knocking home Olsen. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country.
It has been brought to my attention that I offended some of you. I'm truly sorry. I meant to offend all of you.
How much do you weigh?
220.
I weigh 210 and I'm 6'4". I'm sorry, you're 5'8"?
I'm 5'8".
You're about the size of Emmitt Smith or Barry Sanders was. You're a running back size. You can hit the A gap like a
Yeah, all right. I accept
So don't
that.
come in here and talk about what men should not be able to do when they got to accept somebody who can run out the power I.
Guys, I'll be honest. I haven't really been feeling like a Happy Meal lately. More like a McWreck. I'm losing it.
McGee would return to health to hit .353 and win the MVP award. Tom Herr would have 110 RBI on just 8 home runs, and Tudor would finish second Cy Young voting with a 1.93 ERA. It all led the Cards to 101 wins and the NL East title, setting them up to face the Dodgers in the now best-of-7 NLCS.
Your goal when you go into that situation is to win one, because you know you're going home for 3, and we leave there not winning at all.
Ground ball to Sachs. This should be it. Steve fires to first, and the Dodgers lead the series 2-0.
You know, even though we were down 0-2, there wasn't a feeling that this is over. This team is not done yet.
Sure enough, the Cardinals returned home and won 2 straight to even the series, though a freak accident before Game 4 dealt a painful blow along the way.
You know, it started to rain, and the automatic tarp came up as a push of a button. You know, when it's raining, it automatically came up.
You don't hear it. They hit a switch, and right next to him, the tarp comes up. Vince and I toss our gloves over, and I am probably 2 feet in front of him, heading toward left field, and the tarp has his foot already.
I was coming out for batting practice, and they're dragging Vince back in. You know, it was not good for us.
To this day, I can't figure out how the fastest guy in baseball can get run over by a tarp going 2 miles an hour.
Your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Bryce Elder goes back to work. I'm assuming you're talking about at the Braves ball game. They're going to do an Alan Jackson Chattahoochee bobblehead is the 0-1. To Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is down and away. It's 1-1. 1-1 count. 3-2 Atlanta leads. Down and away. 2-1. Vladdy 0 for 1 on the day. Standing in with 3 home runs on the year. The 2-1 pitch. Swing. Pops it up. High in the sky. Olsen underneath it. Camping. Making the catch. F3. 1 down. One up, 1 down. Varsho, the batter, swing, hammers that one down the line, but foul. Thankfully, it's 0-1. Wednesday, August 6th. I'm assuming that's a Braves game. That's not just a random, like, they're going to be giving them out at Chick-fil-A or McDonald's or something, right? The 0-1 pitch, swing, chopper down the line, it's 0-2. So it's Alan Jackson in a Braves jersey or something, I'm assuming. I'm going to have to look this up. The 0-2 in the dirt, 1-2. Oh, I see it now. That's pretty funny. The 1-2 pitch, swing, chopper, down the line, and we'll do it again. Braves 3, Toronto 2. The 1-2 pitch, just got a piece of that. The 1-2. Elder brings it. Inside, just off the hands, 2-2. Elder's sitting at 48 pitches. The 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And there's 2 away. Good pitch by Elder, biting Bender down near the ankles. Strikeout number 4 for Bryce Elder. I think his over-under, I think I saw it as 4.5 on even. If you wanted to get aggressive, 5.5 on plus. Two down, and Ernie Clement, the batter, first pitch swinging, rolls it up the middle. Diving attempt by Mateo, and he'll just miss the grab. It'll roll into center field, and there's a 2-out single for the Toronto Blue Jays. Just went under the glove. Mateo's smacking the ground. Felt like he should have gotten to it. Righty-lefty matchup here. Pinago takes the first pitch high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. One-0 count. This is high. Ball 2-2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Elder brings it. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Came with the high cheese. The 2-1 pitch. A little bit up and outside. Ball 3, 3-1. Bryce Elder sitting at 54 pitches. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. Blew it up top, and it's 2-2. The payoff pitch. Both are going to step out of the box for a second. Elder back to work. The 3-2. Swing! Fouls it away. And we'll do it again. As you can imagine, runner at first is getting a workout. He's going on all of these payoff pitches. So once again, the full count pitch. Swing, pops that back foul. That'll just get over the third base dugout. Ernie Clement looks like he might need some Powerade or something there. The 3-2. Swing, lifts it into center field, and it's down for a base hit. Harris is on it quickly, so even with the runner going, Clement has to stop at second base. And it's runners at first and second. 2 outs. And Okamoto, who has gone yard, his first time up, coming to the plate. Righty-righty matchup. Okamoto takes the first pitch down and away. It's 1-0. Kazuma Okamoto hit a 164-foot blast his first time up after running the count full. The 1-0 pitch, swing, pops it up. And that should stay in the stadium. Camping underneath it is Ronald Acuna Jr. when it finally comes down. Might bring a little rain, but it'll also be out number 3. We'll be back in a flash. We go to the bottom of the 4th here in Braves country, leading 3-2.
What's for dinner? Hey, chef, what's for dinner?
My favorite. What's for dinner?
Get in my belly!
Blob, the Blob, Blob Barker, Blob of the Hut, and Rub-a-Dub Chub.
What do you want for dinner?
I don't care.
One large jambalaya, please.
Jambalaya? Biggie can't fit through doorway.
Oh, this is fantastic.
You got my shirt at the Big and Tall shop? When did I make the crossover? I can't feel my hands.
You gonna eat your cornbread? It's the wood that makes it good.
Oh my God, I'm fatter than the skipper.
No and then! And then! 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 I refuse to play your Chinese food mind games.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah, Chinese food seems kind of complicated. Well, maybe for a less experienced chef.
That ketchup?
It's just a base. You don't understand cooking.
Hey, you know what? I just figured out what I want for dinner. A nice hot bowl of shredded stew.
Gazpacho, por favor.
Por favor.
I'm part Spanish.
Adios, muchacho.
Maybe you're getting cheese ball syndrome.
I love broccoli. It's good for you.
And maybe you'd like to have a piece.
Vile weed!
Hurry up and munch those fries. We've got to get back to work soon.
One large crab bisque to go.
You want bread? You're pushing your luck, little man.
You know what? I'm sorry. I've had shredded stew before, and it sure as diddly didn't taste like that.
I'll tell you what, a refill on this delicious exotic tea.
That's duck sauce.
That is good. We're trying to lose weight.
Fatty McButterpants.
Lay off there, I'm starving.
I'm gonna order us some pizza.
Little neighborhood joint called Domino's.
Domino's?
Everybody enjoying the food so far?
Oh my God, yes. We're gonna come tomorrow night and every other night for the rest of our lives.
Oh, and don't cheap out on the tip. We all know you're loaded now. What's for dinner?
Welcome back. Austin Riley, the batter. Gaussman back to work. First pitch. 83-mile-an-hour slider. It's 1-0. Righty-righty matchup. The 1-0. Inside. Four-seamer, ball 2, 2-0. Braves 3, Blue Jays 2, bottom of the fourth inning. Both teams with 4 hits, Braves with 1 more run. No errors. The 2-0. Swing rips it. Down the line, foul. 2-1. He needs one of those to land fair to get him going. He's just all out of sorts. You can tell he's behind on the fastball and well in front of the benders. The 2-1. Down and away, ball 3, 3-1. So 3-1 count. Turns and kicks, swing, pops it up. Into right field, that should stay in play, drifting back near the wall, making the catch. A little bit of a leap of a grab. I don't know if it was necessary, but Pinago makes the catch, and there's one away. Might just not be as familiar with the surroundings, so he leapt when he still had a couple of steps behind him. One up, one down, and the Yaz coming to the plate. Righty-lefty, first pitch, kisses the black. It's 0-1. Just grabbing the outer edge with that bender. The 0-1. Turns and fires. Just misses the outer paint. 1-1. 1-1 count. Splitter down and away, 2-1. So he's gone four-seamer, slider in the splitter. In the first 3 pitches of the at-bat, he's thrown all of his 3 in his bag. The 2-1 down and in. Slider misses, ball 3, 3-1. 3-1 count. Standing on deck is Mateo. Sandy Leone in the hole. Braves lead at 3-2. The 3-1 pitch. Swing, fouls it back. Full count. You wonder how long they're going to keep with Sandy Leone. I mean, I know he calls a good game and all, but batting .077, either give someone down on the farm a chance or see if you can find something off the scrap heap. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. They're probably just holding out until Drake comes back, but it's a huge hole in your lineup. You know he's coming up. It doesn't help that you got Riley striking out left and right, too. Jorge Mateo, the batter. First pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball, it's 0-1. Mateo batting .313 on the year. Talked about how he hits left-handed pitching much better over his career, but the riding the hot hand with Kim being so bad at the plate right now. The 0-1. Swing, pops it back foul. It's 0-2. The 0-2. Brings it. Swing, fouls that one back. The 0-2 count. 3-2 your score. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Chase that well off the plate and strike 3. We'll head to the top of the 5th. Cling to a 1-run lead.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
The faces from the past. You've walked past them many times. I don't think you've really looked at them. Go on, lean in. If you listen real close, you can hear them whisper their legacy to you. Listen, you hear it? Seize the day, boys.
Hello.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
She did not drink the vodka. Because I drank the vodka. Objection! Please be seated, sir. This is not a courtroom.
Well, I object anyway.
October 11th. October 11th, October 12th, and 13th, and 14th. I drank all of those days. I drank. I'm drunk now.
I'd rather fight beside you than any army of thousands.
Then take it. It's yours.
Tonight, we are the greatest team in the world. And you were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. Screw them.
Guys tired?
Go get all sleep I need and I'm dead.
Forget about the crowds, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you here. Focus on the fundamentals. We've gone over time and time again.
You damn dirty son of a...
I wouldn't make it a habit calling me that, son.
I want you to remember that no bastard ever won it by dying. You won it by making the other poor dumb bastard die.
Well, that was pleasant. Nice of him to stop by, don't you think?
And shepherds we shall be, for thee, my lord, for thee. Power hath descended forth from thy hand, swiftly carry out thy command.
And this crowd's back into it now.
We gotta do something.
Absolutely.
You know what we gotta do? Toga party.
We can't afford to have a toga party.
Toga! 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 Toga!
Okay? All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
Welcome back. 3-2 your score. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Jimenez leads off for the Blue Jays in the first pitch. Look like they jumped up again. Right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Down and in, 1-1. So 1-1 count. Three to 2 your score. Elder kicks and fires. Right there down Main Street. 1-2. The 1-2. Elder kicks and brings it. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Like Linda Ronstadt just blew by you. One away. Bringing the gas on that one, baby. 5th strikeout of the night for Elder. Righty-lefty matchup. Valenzuela, the batter. He'll roll the first pitch over to Ozzie. That'll be an easy 4-3. 2 down. Coming to the plate, George Springer. Leadoff man for the Blue Jays. 0 for 2 on the day, a 209 average. First pitch, right there at the knees, it's 0-1. He's off to a slow start. Of course, he started off on the IL. He's got 5 home runs, a 640 OPS. For your leadoff man, you want more than that, but starting to swing the bat a little better of late. The 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. The 1-1 from Elder. Pitch 68 of the night. 93 miles an hour, misses high, ball 2-1. Elder has thrown 4 2/3 innings with 5 strikeouts, a home run and 2 earned runs allowed, 4 hits, no walks. With the 2-1s in the dirt, ball 3-1. You'd love for him to get through 6, but the way he's going, it could be into the 7th. The 3-1 pitch, chopper down the line, and we'll do it one more time. You kind of expected him to come out and shove tonight, but that home run was given up, kind of took the wind out of the sails. He had his worst outing of the year last time out, but other than that home run tonight, he's pitched pretty well. The payoff pitch from Elder. The big Texan brings it. Swing. Saws it off foul over the dugout, first base side, and we'll do it one more time. Good to see you, Richard. Welcome in. Big Truck. Not sure if I said hi to you, Big Truck, a while ago. The payoff pitch fouls it back, and we'll do it again. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. The 3-2. Swing. Fouls that back. He falls down this time. As he sits on his wallet, he'll get up, regroup. This will be pitch number 9 of the bat. It'll also be the 74th pitch of the evening. If he has a quick 6th, he could go into the 7th, but this at bat here may take it out of the plans. As long as he's pitching well, the only problem is he will have to pitch on regular rest, so you can't push him too far. The payoff, swing, rolls it. Diving stop by Austin Riley, leaps to his feet, fires to first, and it's a 5-3 putout, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the 6th inning. Fast-moving ball game. Braves 3, Blue Jays 2 here in Atlanta.
Somebody just asked me what Barack Obama's last name is. Like, am I supposed to know that?
Let me tell you something, little girl. I mean, nobody, and when I say nobody, I mean nobody normal thinks about going out to California. I mean, that's the land of fruits and nuts. And every fruit's a little nutty, and every nut's a little fruity.
What the hell are you doing?
I am doing my eyebrows.
That's a big-ass mirror.
I have big-ass eyebrows.
It's funny, I was scared to death of him. I was intimidated by him my whole life. Growing up as the youngest of 4 boys and always being criticized that I'm not as good as my brother in this, I'm not as good as this brother, I'm not as smart as that guy, you know, everything. I couldn't do anything right.
And yet, George was a good enough ball player to be picked in the 2nd round of the 1971 draft by the Kansas City Royals, a franchise in its 3rd year of existence. He'd move up pretty quickly in the minors, but hardly gave off the scent of a future star.
Well, he wasn't a big deal in the minor leagues. He wasn't a blue chip, can't miss guy. First time he got to the big leagues, wearing number 25, I remember just watching him, and there was nothing special at the moment.
He hit just 125 in 40 at-bats in a cameo in 1973, but got the starting job as the Royals' 3rd baseman the following year. By June, his continuing struggles brought him to a breaking point.
Was hitting 200 with no power, no nothing, and was just lost. I was just totally lost.
And that's when Royals hitting coach Charlie Lau approached him and helped change the course of George Brett's career forever.
He says, I've been watching you. I think you could play. I'm the only coach here, George, that thinks you belong in the major leagues. But I've watched you now for 200 at-bats. You haven't made one adjustment. And I said, I don't know what adjustments to make. This is how I've hit my whole life. And he said, I'm going to help you, but you got to give me your heart and soul.
Kevin Gausman goes back to work. Atlanta Braves lead this one 3-2. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and Sandy Leone will lead us off. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way, shows bunt. Foul tips it into the mitt of Valenzuela. It's 0-1. Now, what if that bunt gets dropped down? What is the game plan after that? You could roll uphill faster than Sandy Leone can run. I mean, there is a huge shift, but I don't know if he could beat it out. The 0-1. Fastball right there on the outer block. It's 0-2. I was thinking maybe that they would pinch hit for him here, but I guess they're going to wait for one more go-around. The 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's one away. I mean, I get it. He's now batting .074 on the year. He looks terrible at the plate. I feel bad for him because he's a good guy. He's been a good player his whole career. But he's on the back end of it, and his bat speed just isn't there. But giving up a strike, trying to show bunt, I don't get that. It's different if you have a little bit of speed. First pitch to Ronald Acuna Jr. is a splitter right down the track. It's 0-1. And you don't have to be Acuna or Harris type fast, but you got to have some speed. The 0-1 brings it outside wide. Slider misses. 1-1. Ronald Acuna has walked and came around to score. Grounded out to short his last time up. Batting .251 on the year with 7 home runs. 4 of those came in the last 3 games. The 1-1 inside, 2-1. Actually, 5 in the last 4. 2-1 count. Kicks and fires. In the dirt. 3-1. Standing on deck is Harris. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, blew it right by him. 94 miles an hour, and it's a full count. The payoff pitch from Gausman. Swing and a miss. 2 down. 93-mile-an-hour fastball could not catch up. He must have been cheating on the breaking pitches those last 2 pitches because Gausman no longer has any kind of an elite fastball, and he blew both those fastballs, blew his doors off. First pitch to Harris, swing, hammers it up the middle, hard shot, one hopper into the glove of Jimenez, turns and burns and flips it to first, and that'll end the inning. Hard hit ball, but it was an atom ball. We'll be back in a flash. Braves 3, Blue Jays 2, here on the BCR Radio Network.
I just watched a video. This girl from the UK was showing like their best meals that they got there, and everything looked horrible. Somebody commented and said, "Do you need some money?"
It's not a scam at all. I also had reservations in the beginning, but these super berries grow in the Andes Mountains, okay? Alpacas can survive entire winters on this shit.
Great question. So is that the only superpower you get, surviving winters? Because I've survived many winters without these berries.
No.
December 23rd, the beloved poem A Visit from St. Nicholas was first published anonymously in the Troy Sentinel, a New York newspaper, in 1823. At the time, the tradition of St. Nicholas was fading and primarily celebrated only in Dutch-American households, with children leaving out their wooden shoes the night of December 5th in the hope Sinterklaas would leave them candy, not a lump of coal in the morning. The poem revived and transformed the image of St. Nicholas, presenting him as a jolly, plump old elf riding a sleigh pulled by reindeer loaded with a bag full of toys for good little boys and girls, creating the modern image of Santa Claus we know today. Nearly 20 years later, not happy with how the poem was being misclaimed, Clement Clark Moore came forward to claim authorship, saying he wrote it to amuse his children, though some debate persists over its true origin. The poem, now the cornerstone of our holiday tradition, brings the magic of Santa Claus to millions each Christmas season. Today we call that poem The Night Before Christmas.
Vaughn into the windup in his first offering. Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed. When I saw him throw that ball, that's the first thing that came to my mind.
I knew it was funny. I didn't know it would become, part of the lexicon of sports talk.
Every ball player, and the ball player could have been born after the movie came out. Doesn't make any difference. Ball player walks out to him just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside.
Usually when an actor gets a day off, they take the day off. But the days we were shooting with you, a lot of the actors would show up and just stand behind the camera and watch it. They were so entertained by it.
Low, and Vaughn has walked the bases loaded on 12 straight pitches. Boy, how can these guys lay off pitches that close?
Welcome back. First pitch right there for a strike to start off the inning for Bryce Elder versus the number 2 hitter, Nathan Lukes. You go one slider in the dirt, 1-1. 1-1 count. Braves lead this one 3-2. Swing and a miss. Man, Luke's going for the downs on that one, 1-2. He came out of his shoes. Someone was saying it was nice to have Javi Lopez back. I don't know, man. He's 55. I don't know if he can catch up with the fastball nowadays. The 1-2 count. Inside. That time he was trying to lean into one. Lukes does not have a home run on the year, but he was trying his mightiest to get one there. The 2-2 pitch. Misses high, ball 3-2. So Elder not walked anyone yet. He's about to throw pitch number 80. Swing, rips it into center field, and that's through for a base hit. And the tying man is aboard with nobody out to start the 6th. Y'all were talking about your favorite player growing up. I mean, mine was definitely Dale Murphy. Depends on what age you're talking about, but as a little kid, it was Murphy. He's the whole reason why I became a Braves fan. Righty-righty matchup. Guerrero, the batter. First pitch down and away. It's 1-0. I mean, the fact that you could get the games. We wouldn't have had baseball on TV except like once or twice a week if it wasn't for TBS. The 1-0 swing. Hammers it into left. If that stays up, it's gone. It's going to bounce up against the wall. Lukes is flying around the bag. Looks like they're going to hold him. But it's runners at second and third and nobody out. And Dalton Varsho, the number 4 hitter, coming to the plate. 101 miles an hour off the bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The tying run is 90 feet away. He is, man, where did I see him underwater? I thought of you the other day. He's a hitting coach somewhere. He's an assistant hitting instructor somewhere. I couldn't believe it because I had to double check to make sure it was the same guy. Some game I was doing recently or whatnot. Anyways, I'll have to look it up. But. Quick mound visit by Hefner. Oh, he's with the Milwaukee Brewers as a hitting coach. Guy who hit 219 for his entire career. He should be a fitness instructor as well, right? Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way, high and out of the zone, and it's 1-0. You were typing it just as I was saying it. The 1-0. Turns and kicks. In the dirt, 2-0. I guess he was a hitting instructor for Pittsburgh last year. I don't remember that. I don't think he was the hitting coach for either situation. I know he's like the second or third man down on, but he's in the major leagues as the Brewers hitting instructor. The 2-0 swing, rolls it over towards first. 2-1. Dylan Dodd is warming up in the pen. The Braves lead it 3-2, but the tying run is at third with nobody out. Infield is playing back and to the right. They don't want to give up the lead on a ground ball in the infield. with the go-ahead run standing at second. Bryce steps off the bump. I think him running out of gas jumped up on them quickly, because if they would have had Dodd ready as the 2-1 pitch, swing, lifts it into left field. Yaz, he'll come set, brings the throw home, and it'll be up the line, and the game is tied 3-3. He didn't really get his momentum behind him on that throw. He came in, stopped, and then once he got it, he tried to get the momentum back again. Any chance you're going to have of getting someone as fast as Luke's, you're going to have to be catching and running with that momentum towards the plate all in one motion. So he never really had a chance. Thankfully, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. does not have any kind of real speed, so he stayed at second, and there's one away. So the game is tied 3-3. Clement, the batter, first pitch, swing, rolls it to third. Riley, one off the front foot, fires it to first, 5-3, and there's quickly 2 down. So he's 1 out away from getting out of the jam and also throwing himself another quality start. Piniago coming to the plate. Top of the 6th, 3-3 your score. Go ahead, run at second. First pitch. Down and away. It's 1-0. Piniago 2 for 3 on the day with his 2 singles. A third single here would probably give the Blue Jays the lead with 2 outs. The 1-0 swing, pops it up. Into center field. Money Mike's underneath it. He'll make the catch, and that'll end the inning. But not before Toronto ties it up. It's 3-3. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country.
What do you do? I'm an entrepreneur. So what do you do? Well, I did this. I thought you were bae. Turns out you're just fam. Bruh.
Dan? Here he is. You want to know what I do to calm myself when I get stressed? Not really. Come on, Dan. Even you must need to unwind after a hard day. And you want to know what I do? You slip into a hot bubble bath and say, Calgon, take me away. What does that even mean? Don't even worry about it. I meditate. Yeah? I meditate. Yeah. I quietly meditate for like 30 minutes. Is that like praying? No, it's not praying. I find a place where nobody is, and it's really quiet, and I just enjoy the silence and reflect, you know? You're welcome. Why do I need to thank you? Because I've been telling you to shut the up and go away for years. Who knew that if you finally followed my instructions, you'd find some inner peace, man? That's not the same thing. It's exactly the same.
Cinderella, why do you want to go to the ball? 'Cause stepmother, ball is life.
Hey, what are you doing? Science fair project. I just found out hamsters are allergic. To what? Being underwater for 10 minutes?
I don't know if people realize or understand how hard he worked. Charlie standing next to him, just going through it. Work, work, work.
I had a bad habit of wrapping my bat around my head. Every time my hands went back, I just couldn't stop it. So we were sitting there, he's scratching his head, he's trying to figure out, he says, just put the bat right here on your shoulder. I put it there and then I couldn't wrap it around my head. He said, there, you're hitting like that. That's the only way I could do it.
At first, he wasn't really driving the ball, but just getting base hits. And then as he got more comfortable with it, then he started driving balls the opposite field. They just flourished from there.
We set a goal to hit 250 by the end of the year, and I'll never forget, a month and a half later, I got to 250. And I came back in the dugout, and I said, Charlie, we made it. We got it to 250. He said, what are you talking about? We're going 260.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Big Matt Olson will lead us off here to start the bottom of the 6th. First pitch is right below the knees, called for a ball. Looked like the four-seamer. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. Down and away, ball 2-0. So a 2-0 count. Braves all knotted up at 3. Toronto Blue Jays, game 1 of a 3-game set. Olson sitting on 16 home runs and a 2-0 pitch. The swing, pops it up, high and deep, into right field, going back, on the track, is it? Zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-lam-a, ding-dong! A solo shot, and you're Atlanta Braves!
Field, smooth as it gets.
Ice House, always smooth, never watered down.
Take the one-run lead.
We must win today. Losing is not an option.
355 happy feet later. And the Braves lead it 4-3. Ozzie Albies your batter. First pitch, down and in. It's 1-0. Ozzie Albies, 1 for 1 on the day with a sac fly. Both at bats. Scored him an RBI, the 1-0. Outside wide, ball 2-0. So a 2-0 count. That ball was hit high in the sky. I wasn't sure if it was going to get over that wall, the 2-0 pitch. Just misses outside, ball 3-0. Ozzie trying to work his way aboard. On deck is Dominic Smith, and the hole is Riley. This time through, if the Braves get something going, you can pretty much expect that they would pinch hit for Sandy Leone if we get all the way down to the 9th spot, whether it's this inning or the next. On your bench, you've got Dubon, Kim, Trump, and Eli White. So you would think it would be Dubon that would get the first in a big spot. 3-0. Misses outside, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. 1 on, nobody out. If it's a pinch running situation, you figure it's Eli White. Kim, I mean, he's not being brought in to pinch hit unless it's a deal where you've lost the DH and he's hitting for a pitcher. Other than that, he could be in for pinch running duties. He could also come in as a glove man. Dominic Smith, first pitch, swing and a miss, out in front of the splitter. It's 0-1. Braden Fisher, the right-hander, warming up for the Blue Jays. Braves lead it by 1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. The 0-2 count. Dominic at least just trying to get the runner into scoring position. Infield is back and to the right as he takes his time out and steps out of the box. The 0-2 pitch. Swing, rolls it over to first. And that will get Ozzie down to second base. He'll slide into second. Guerrero will tap the bag, and there's one down. G3 the scorecard. Guerrero and Dominic Smith are laughing at each other. I think it's because Vladdy couldn't find the bag at first, and he kept stepping back and stepping back. Somebody said something smart to him. He got a big grin out of it. We got back-to-back doubleheaders this week, if you haven't looked at the schedule. Thursday and Friday. First pitch on the way, swing by Austin Riley, bangs it towards the third base dugout. It's 0-1. Thursday, you got Guardians and Yankees, 1:35 first pitch. And, of course, Braves and Blue Jays that night. And then Friday, 2:20 first pitch, it's Wrigley Friday. Cubs and the Giants. Braves and the Pirates to follow. The 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. So 1-1 count, runner at second, 1 out, infield back and to the left. Austin Riley. They don't even put his average anymore up on the screen. The 1-1 pitch, swing, rolls it up the middle, backhanded by the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Ernie to Vladdy makes it 4-3, and there's 2 down. On the play, Ozzie Albies does make it down to third, but with 2 outs, it's going to take some kind of an error or a base hit to get Ozzie home. Mike Yastrzemski coming to the plate. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a double to center. Struck out his last time up. First pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Infield, back into the right. There's a huge hole over there on the left side. If he can hit it anywhere near there with his speed, you could get Ozzie home. The 0-1. Swing and a miss over the top. It's 0-2. The third baseman, Okamoto, is being asked to cover a huge patch of ground over there. You got the shortstop, Jimenez, basically standing almost behind the second base bag, as far over as he can legally do it. The rest is up to Okamoto to get him out on the left side. The 0-2, Gaussman's 94th pitch of the night. Swing, peppers it into the stands, and will do it again. Braves 4, Blue Jays 3. Bottom of the 6th inning. The 0-2. Inside, just misses, 1-2. Close pitch right there. The 1-2 count. Ozzie at third, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 94 miles an hour right down the pipe, and that'll end the inning. But not before your Atlanta Braves put one on the board. It's 4-3. Good, guys. We go to the top of the 7th.
Hi, y'all. It's time for Appalachian Word of the Day. The word of the day is miniature. One miniature on top of the world, the next day something happens and you're not.
Wisdom from Bob Hope. My idea of Christmas, whether old-fashioned or modern, is very simple: loving others. Come to think of it, why do we have to wait for Christmas to do that?
Yeah, hello?
This is an officer with ICE doing a routine check.
Well, I'm an American citizen.
Well, we have questions that'll determine that answer.
Okay.
How many points are scored in a football game?
6.
We want to make America
great again.
Who's the best female artist?
Taylor Swift.
All right, last question. Can you say Walmart? Sir, can you say...
Yes, I know. Walmart.
Y'all are blessed to have me. I don't give a what you talking about. You are blessed to have me. And I'll say it again and again.
My little teacher Christmas wish. May you never be too grown up to search the skies on Christmas Eve.
In the 1980s, Bob Uecker did the television show Mr. Belvedere, and one of the taping schedules had him in Hollywood during September when Milwaukee, was in a pennant race. And I remember calling him on the phone and telling him what happened in the ball game, and he said, "Gosh, I really wish I was there. You know, it's a great gig that I've got, this TV show, but I really miss the ball games. I really do." And I knew he meant it too.
All the Tonight shows and everything, all that stuff that I did, Mr. Belvedere, and I always had to get back to baseball. And not that I didn't like all the stuff that I did, but baseball was always the bottom line.
Well, buckle up. They're sending Bryce Elder back out there. First pitch on the way is down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Okamoto, who's already hit one out of the park on him. The 1-0. Misses inside. Ball 2-0. So a 2-0 count. Not sure what the logic is with this move. Hopefully it pans out, the 2-0. Misses. Ball 3-0. You tell he was running out of gas last inning. The 3-0 in the dirt, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to start the inning, and already you're behind the 8 ball. Tying run comes to the plate. They did just show Suarez warming up in the pen. Robert Suarez is the only one I see up and moving around other than the coaching staff, as the first pitch is outside high. Ball 5. Did they call that a strike? Okay, we'll take it. It's 0-1. Jimenez thought about challenging it. He's not going to. It was up and out of the zone. The 0-1. Way out of the zone. That'll even it up, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 count. Valenzuela's on deck, the number 9 hitter. Pitch on the way, swing, chops it. Foul down the first base line, and it's 1-2. I would think, if nothing else, Valenzuela's his last batter. The way he's ran out of gas these last 2 innings, and that would be the 4th time through the order up top. There's no way you can send him back out there to face George Springer and company. They were just trying to squeeze an extra inning out of him. The 1-2. Check swing in the dirt, and it is 2-2. So a 2-2 count. Snicker is in the house, Mark, so he might be pulling the strings on this one. They just showed him, the Toronto cast just showed him sitting watching the game. The 2-2 swing. Chopped over towards second. Ozzy's got it. Flips it to second base. It'll be a 4-6 put out. Mateo with the catch and a fielder's choice as the runners will change positions. Okamoto goes to the dugout. Jimenez with good speed stands at first. Your phone had you locked out? Bills fan? That's weird. As soon as Mark said something about don't snit this game up or whatever he said, the Toronto cast showed Brian Snitker sitting behind the first base dugout. First pitch misses for a ball, but Sandy Leon's going to challenge this. So we'll see what happens here, and it is a strike. So that's 2 good challenges by Sandy. Yeah, that's not nothing. I know we'd like for him to get some base hits, but we'll take what we can get here. The 0-1 count. Another pitch high and out of the zone. I mean, his legs are gone. It's 1-1. I know they wanted to wait until Springer, who stands on deck, but they probably should have went ahead and brought in Suarez. Elder flips over to first to keep Jimenez close by. Once again, he is a good base runner. Got to keep an eye on him. Infield back and to the right. The 1-1 pitch. High and out of the zone. And it is 2-0. Two-1 count. Runner at first. Pitch on the way. Swing! Whistles it back to the backstop. Just missed timing that one up, and it's 2-2. We'll have to remember when the Braves play Milwaukee underwater that he's on the coaching staff. I don't know when that is. I think that's the second half of the year. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is strikeout number 6 for Bryce Elder. 103 pitches. Please tell me his night is through. He has done well and above the call of duty. Here comes Walt Weiss. We'll be back in a flash. A 1-run game, and Robert Suarez coming out of the pen. Big Robert Suarez coming on. Try to put out the fire here. Runner at first. There are 2 outs. With the top of the order due up for the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch on the way from Suarez. Runner goes, throw goes down to second base, and man, was that close. They said he's safe. I don't see a reaction from Ozzie. I'd like to see a replay of that, but he must have just got in. And Weiss says he does not want to challenge it. The pitch was called for a strike. It's 0-1. Man, that is close. Especially because his foot came off the bag. The Braves are challenging. Oh, they called that a ball? Well, it's going to be confirmed as a strike, and the Braves get another ABS correct. The other day I was watching Phillies-Dodgers Sunday afternoon after the Braves game. There were 10 ABS challenges going into the 7th inning. 8 of them had been overturned. That's how bad the umpiring was in that game out there. The 0-1 right there, it's 0-2. So an 0-2 count to Springer. 2 outs, Braves lead by 1. Top of the 7th inning. The 0-2 from Robert Suarez. Check swing. 99 inside, and it is 1-2. The 1-2. Suarez turns and kicks. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with the splitter down below, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Time to get up and stretch, Braves country. Braves lead it 4-3. Welcome back. Braden Fisher, the right-hander, on to face the first pitch to Jorge Mateo. Down below the knees for a ball. It's one that looked like it hit the zone. In fact, it did. And there was such a long delay between the umpire and everybody else moving. I guess they just said, oh, well, it's a 1-0. The 1-0, high and inside, ball 2-0. The 2-0 count. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Blue Jays. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the good guys. Braves lead it 4-3. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Due up in this inning, it'll be Mateo. The catcher's spot As the 2-0 pitch pops it up, and that'll just get out of play. 2-1. That almost popped back to the catcher. Mateo, the catcher spot in the top of the order. You would think they would pinch hit here in the 7th inning. It's not likely for his turn to come around again. The 2-1 pitch, swing, broken bat, rolls it up the third base side. The wheels by Mateo are burning and churning, but they'll get him on a 5-3 putout, and there's one down. Good hustle by Mateo as always. He's become one of my favorite players to watch on this team, just because he's always hustling. And the dude's got at least, a lot of people don't realize this about Jorge Mateo. When he first came up, he was a top prospect. He just never panned out. Now at 30 years old, looks like he's almost to the point where he's kind of figured out the game, figured out his strengths and playing into them. Sandy Leon, the batter, righty-lefty matchup, so they are going to let him bat. I don't understand this one. It's 1-0. Hopefully he'll just luck into one and hit the ball all the way to center field for a single. The 1-0. Misses high, 2-0. At that point, you're going to have to pinch hit for him, or pinch run for him. Left-hander warming up in the pen for the Blue Jays. It's Mason Fluharty. We saw him a lot in the postseason last year. The 2-0 swing and a miss. Wild swing at a pitch in the dirt. Braves lead 4-3. The 2-1, 1 out. Pitch on the way to Leon. Chases one out of the zone, drags it to second, 4-3, and that's an easy second out of the inning. Righty-righty matchup. Ronald Acuna Jr. coming to the plate. First pitch. Half-hearted check swing around. It's 0-1. The 0-1. In the dirt, 1-1. I don't know about y'all, but a cheeseburger pinata sounds pretty good right now. 1-1 count. Brings it. Up high, misses. No, they call that a strike? I don't know about that one, 1-2. Acuna's not going to challenge it. The Braves do have both of their challenges left. Toronto with one, the 1-2. Inside almost gets him. And it's 2-2. That's almost one of those ones you want it to hit you. And you got two strikes, and that's a slow bender coming in. Two. High and out of the zone. Pops back to the backstop out of the glove of Valenzuela. Full count. No, that's right, John. The payoff pitch. Brings it. Swing, pops it back foul. Do it one more time. Full count. 2 outs, nobody on. Braves lead by 1. The payoff pitch. Swing and a missed strike 3, and that'll end the inning. We'll head to the top of the 8th, leading by 1.
106 miles to Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink. When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Afternoon, everybody. Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer.
Salute. They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks!
Pretty soon we're going to be calling this country.
This is total BS!
Oh, yeah. For me and the Lord, you gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
I'm on the radio every day!
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next.
You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you're probably seeing trouble.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
Welcome back. 4-3 your score. Robert Suarez back out there for another inning of work. He got the last out of the 7th inning as the first pitch on the way. 4-seam fastball smacks the top of the zone to Nathan Lukes. It's 0-1. Lukes 1 for 3 on the day. The 0-1. Swing fouls away. It's 0-2. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. standing on deck. He's 1 for 3. The double his last time up. Suarez has not fared too well going an extra inning of work as the 0-2 swing slaps it over down the third base line. And that'll be a leadoff single for the Blue Jays. So trouble will brewing here in the top of the 8th. Suarez will be looking for either a strikeout here or maybe even a double play. The slow-footed Guerrero. But you got to keep an eye on Lukes because he can fly. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. Swing rips it over to short, and it's an atom ball to Mateo. Flips it to second. Ozzie to first, and it's a 6-4-3 double play. Just what the doctor ordered. That ball was absolutely obliterated, but it was a hard one hopper right into the glove of Mateo. He didn't even have to move. It was almost self-defense getting that ball. It was a short hopper right below his knees. It smacked the ground, and he was able to backhand it and smoothly deliver it to second base. Varsho, the batter, first pitch swinging. Over the top for a strike, it's 0-1. So a bullet dodge there. He had a single and another hard hit ball. That could have been trouble. The 0-1. Outside wide. 1-1. But it's pretty common for relievers, short relievers like Suarez, when they're asked to go a second inning to go out there, they usually don't have the same stuff. The 1-1. Swing, fouls it straight back. It's 1-2. So big double play in a big moment. Braves lead at 4-3. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Toronto. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Atlanta. Braves scored 2 in the first. Toronto tied it in the second as the 1-2 pitch swing punches it foul out of play, third base side. Toronto scored 2 in the second to tie it up. Braves took a 3-2 lead in the third. And the Blue Jays tied it up in the top of the 6th. Matt Olson hit a solo shot to give us the lead in the bottom of the 6th, and that's where we stand here in the top of the 8th. The 1-2 from Robert Suarez, kicks and fires. Caught looking strike 3. He did not call that a strike. That is an absurd blown call by Mark Wegner. But I guarantee you dollars to donuts, that's going to be a strike. We'll have to wait for the official call. He got caught watching the paint dry, and that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th here in Braves country. Atlanta leads it 4-3. We need some insurance, boys.
Everybody always says, you snooze, you lose. I don't know. I say, if you take a nappy, you are happy.
If you see a woman back a car into a parking space, go the other way. That's a dude. That's a dude. If she backs her car into a parking space, I don't care what she look like getting out. That's a dude.
Right, so you're telling me we're just supposed to work 8 hours per day, plus the commute, sleep, shower, eat at least 5 portions of fruit and veg per day, drink 8 cups of water per day, walk at least 10,000 steps per day, have some savings, buy a house, clean a house, wash our clothes, have kids, and then get old to the point of where every time you get up, your bones click so much, you think you're about to glow in the dark. Sounds fun.
You can say black, not offended.
Why would you be offended?
I'm half black.
Mom is Italian.
Well, no, I'm black on the inside.
What do you have here?
A race car driver.
What lap are you on?
33.
I'm gonna order us some pizza.
From where?
From Sal's.
Sal's? Have you lost your mind?
Okay, not Sal's. And from where?
A little neighborhood joint called Domino's.
Domino's?
Coleman was lost for the season, but the next day in Game 5, his team showed the magic hadn't vanished along with him. When Ozzie Smith stepped to the plate against the Dodgers' Tom Niedenfuhrer, and the score tied 2-2.
In that instance, I was just trying to get myself in scoring position.
This one has extra innings written all over it, doesn't it?
One of the most prescient graphics ever. Ozzie Smith, 0 left-handed home runs in 2,000-plus left-handed at-bats. Couple of pitches later, boom.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Mason Fluharty, the southpaw's coming on. The 4.09 ERA. 31 outings. He's set to face Michael Harris II to start the inning. First pitch, across the letters for a strike. It's 0-1. It'll be Harris, Olsen, and Ozzie Albies. We're in the heart of the Atlanta Braves order here in the bottom of the 8th. Leading by 1, the 0-1 pitch. Fouls it back. It's 0-2. Four runs, 5 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Blue Jays. The 0-2 pitch. Swing, pops it up. Back out of play. You knew this wouldn't be an easy series. Toronto Blue Jays made it all the way to the World Series. Almost won the whole thing. 2 outs away from pay dirt against the Dodgers. Most of that team has returned to Toronto. They're just off to a slow start. But you see quite a bit as the 0-2 pitch. Swing! That ball is belted. If it's fair, it's gone. Just foul. And I mean just foul. My word. He hooked that thing and shot it down the right field line. Crossed over the foul pole right around Albuquerque. And it's just a loud strike. It's 0-2. The 0-2 swing. Whistles it towards center field. And making the running catch out there in center is Dalton Varsho for out number 1. Harris getting a couple of good swings on the ball right there. He's already doubled to center. That'll bring Matt Olson to the plate. He is 2 for 3 with a double and a home run. And right now with the game-winning RBI. Still a long way to go. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way, right there for a strike. Looked like the sweeper. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Phillies are about to put away the Padres. They're up 3-2 with 2 outs in that one. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Iglesias is warming up in the pen. The 0-2 to Olsen. This is high, 1-2. Marlins lead the Nationals 4-3. Mets and Mariners, they get going here in about 15-20 minutes out in Seattle. The 1-2. Down and away, and it is 2-2. Guardians lead the Yankees 5-4 in the 7th. We'll have Game 3 of that series on Thursday afternoon. The 2-2 pitch. Ooh, just close. Just missed it. And it's a full count. So it's a full count to Olsen. Phillies did officially win that game 3-2. The payoff pitch, swing. Slices it towards left, high in the sky. A lot of air underneath it. Making the catch out there in left field is Nathan Lukes, and there's 2 away. Eyeglasses warming up in the pen. Ozzie Albies standing at the plate. Toronto pitching coach Pete Walker coming out there to talk to Fluharty. I'd say he's probably telling him don't be scared to pitch around Ozzie with Dominic Smith, the left-hander, on deck. Iglesias looks like he's ready to roll. If you can get this win tonight with the pitchers they've used, you also give an extra day of rest to Dylan Lee, which means you could go to him tomorrow night to set up. If you want to give Suarez tomorrow off after pitching four outs and inning in a third. The good news is Suarez only threw 13 pitches, but they still calculate the up-down into that. It's a new thing that's been going on the last 3 or 4 seasons in baseball. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch is just misses the outer edge. Nope, he calls it a strike. It's 0-1. I thought it was a strike. He's so slow to... We haven't seen Mark Wegner much, and he has not been impressive behind the plate. The 0-1. Outside wide, 1-1. 1-1 count. I would think they're going to let Dominic Smith bat if it gets to him. Just mainly because there's no one on our bench that's swinging the bat better. The 1-1 swing. Slices it into right field, and that's down for a base hit. And Ozzie Albies with another base hit tonight. Ozzie Albies having himself a pretty good night.
I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz and nobody beats me.
He's 2 for 2 with a sac fly, a walk, and 2 RBIs. I think it always gets overlooked when a guy gets the sac fly RBI. Nope, Mauricio Dubon's going to come in and hit. Thought they may save Mauricio for later in the game if they needed to pinch run or whatnot. That's going to spell the end for Fluharty. They're going to bring the right-hander in to face Dubon. So we'll be back in a flash. Braves lead it by 1. Runner at first. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. Welcome back. Put a poll up there between Ozzie and Olsen for game ball. We'll give you their stats again here in 1 second. Dubon, the batter, righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. Swing, hammers it down the left field line. Foul, just foul. That almost left the park on a shutter. It's 0-1. Ozzie Albies is 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs, a walk, and a sac fly. So basically a perfect night. Matt Olson is 2 for 4, but he does have a home run, a double, 1 RBI, and a run. The 0-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? He did. It's 0-2. No 2 count. Now this is all assuming the game ends with the Braves winning in the 9th and Iglesias slamming the door. We go to extras, all bets are off. The 0-2 count. Turns and kicks. Swing. Rolls it over to second. And that should end the inning 4-3. It does. Dubon had the right idea. He was trying to punch it towards the hole on the right side, just dragged it a little bit to the left. We'll go to the 9th inning, leading by 1.
Forget about the crowds, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you here. Focus on the fundamentals. We've gone over time and time again. And most important, don't get caught up thinking about winning or losing this game. If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners. Okay? Let's go! Let's go! Let me hear it!
One game. Tonight, we stay with them, and we shut them down because we can. Tonight, we are the greatest team in the world. And you were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. I'm sick and tired of hearing about what a great team. Screw them. This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
All we need to win are the fellas in this room right now. And all you fellas need to do is believe it. Believing that things can get better. That I can get better. That we will get better. To believe in yourself, to believe in one another. If each of you can truly do that, can't nobody rip that apart.
Everybody wrote us off. Everybody. And yet here we are, 40,000 people out there have also written us off. And there are a few out there who do still believe in you. If you'll never give up on it. You go back out on the field, those are the people I want in your minds. Those are the people I want in your hearts. Every man at some point in his life is going to lose a battle. He's going to fight and he's going to lose. But what makes him a man is that in the midst of that battle, he does not lose himself. This game is not over. This battle is not over. So let's hear it one more time. Together. Clear eyes, full hearts.
Let's go! And this crowd's back into it now. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go! Raziel Iglesias will come on to try to slam the door here. Braves lead 4-3. First pitch swinging is a rifle shot into right field by Pinago, and he will go for his, that's his 3rd hit of the game as he shoots it into right field. One on, nobody. Excuse me, that was Ernie Clement. That was his 2nd hit of the game. They had the graphic wrong on the screen. I thought that looked like Ernie, but don't watch this team enough to know for sure. First pitch to Pinago, who does have 2 hits of his own, 2 for 3 on the day. Takes the first strike. It's 0-1. Pinago has this tattoo on the side of his neck. It's like a lips, like lipstick, lip kiss. And the first thing I think of is Rolling Stones, but I don't know if that means something else. If somebody knows in the chat if that's got like some kind of meaning. It's the 0-1. Iglesias turns around and fires it to first. We'll go ahead and pull the screen back in case anything happens on the base paths. You'll be the first to see it. Infield back and to the right. Iglesias kicks and fires. Pitch on the way. Fouls it back. It's 0-2. Looks like the screen doesn't want to move. Let's see if we can get it to. No, it looks like it's jammed. That's probably the best we can do right there. The 0-2 count. Swing. Fouls it back. And we'll do it again. Braves 4, Blue Jays 3. Tying runs at first, and there's nobody out. Pinago. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And there is one away. Big strikeout there by Raisel Iglesias to get the inning going. First strikeout of the night. First pitch swinging here by Okamoto, and he's going to slap that into left field. Down for a base hit, and they got runners on first and second, one out. The game on the line. And that's going to bring Jimenez to the plate. Miles Straw will come on and run for Okamoto. Miles Straw can fly, so if anything gets down in the gap, they're going to take the lead. A little rocky beginning to the inning here for Iglesias. Set to face Jimenez. On deck is Valenzuela. They'll probably pinch hit, but we'll see what happens. On the bench for the Blue Jays is Heineman, McAdoo, and Sanchez. The first pitch is a sinker down below the knees. It's 1-0. Jimenez is flown out, struck out. Fielder's choice of the stolen base, the 1-0 swing, chops it off the plate. It's 1-1. Maybe Sanchez is who they would probably pinch hit with. He's got the best numbers. The 1-1 fouls it back. 1-2. If y'all remember Jesus Sanchez, he was with the Braves in spring training last year. He ended up getting released, and long story short, never actually played a game with the Braves. The 1-2. Swing, rolls it foul. And we'll do it again. Louis Varland, talked about him in the pregame show. He is warming up in the pen. He would come on with the lead. And he is filthy. The sidewinder is the 1-2 pitch. Swing in and out of the glove of Sandy Leon. Man, he needed to hold on to that pitch. 1-2. It is Jesus Sanchez warming up on the on-deck circle. He's got 6 home runs on the year. He's batting .287, left side of the plate. The 1-2. Swing, pops it up. And thankfully, that drop third strike will not cost the Braves, as Mateo F6 in your scorecard, and the Braves are 1 out away from sealing the deal, but still a long way to go here. Sanchez coming to the plate once again, batting .287 with a 7.85 OPS. Iglesias, 12 pitches into the inning. Sandy Leon's going to come out there and talk to him. This might just be talking about the game plan against him. You've got the top of the lineup on deck. So George Springer, Lukes, Vladdy. Everybody back to their positions. And of course, Sanchez has seen Iglesias a ton playing for the Marlins for most of his career. So here we go. Righty-lefty matchup. Game on the line. Runners at first and second, 2 outs, and the first pitch on the way is off the plate wide. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Down and in. Ball 2, 2-0. So 2-0 count. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. You don't want to load the bases here with George Springer hanging out on deck. Iglesias trying to buckle down the 2-0 pitch. Swing! Pops it up. That's going to stay in play. Can of corn. Who wants it? Top shelf. Riley will make the catch and Braves win. Braves win.
Do you see what
Your Atlanta Braves win.
Do you see what you get when you mess with the Warrior?
Whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. See who the poll winner was since we left it up to y'all tonight. Looks like everybody went with Matt Olson, 63%. I'll tell you right now, that's the wrong answer, but that's all right. We decided to leave it up to y'all tonight. Braves win. My player that I would have picked would have been Ozzie Albies. 2 for 2, 2 RBIs, a sac fly, and a walk. A perfect night at the plate. Matt Olson, not too shabby himself, 2 for 4. Got a home run and an RBI, 2 runs scored, and your Atlanta Braves win this one 4-3. And we'll go to 21 games over 500, 41-20. Blue Jays will fall to 29-32, and we will see you tomorrow night. I think that was just a popularity contest. I think more people are Olsen fans. I'm an Ozzie guy, so whatever. Braves win it 4-3, but I don't know if there's ever been a Brave that I've ever disliked, so I'm a bad person to ask. We'll see y'all tomorrow night, y'all. Good to see everybody in the chat. Mods, you did a great job as always. And Atlanta Braves, 21 games over 500. Just keep churning and churning and getting the W's and somehow try to find your way down the road with Drake Baldwin, Hurston Waldrop, and company all back in the lineup. By the way, they just went to the post-game show for Toronto. You know who's in their studio? Remember Kevin Pillar? Kevin Pillar is in the Toronto Blue Jays studio. I always liked Kevin. We'll see you tomorrow.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
It is the American game. That's just what it is. And actually, I can feel like I'm 15 when I'm talking baseball. I'm watching baseball. This is it. It does this. It can do this to any. It brings you back.
Goodbye, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart, goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.